Dantes is an extremely popular streamer who's in some very hot water right now.
Who's a bad girl?
If you haven't seen his streams, he plays League of Legends. He's kind of the quintessential League streamer in that way. He makes plenty of insane tweets. Based. But one aspect of his content was his relationship with this girl, this e-girl named Laura.
You're doing an amazing job.
That makes one of us. No, you're doing great. You're doing great.
I'm never cooking for you again.
Oh no! Oh.
They did a bunch of content together, cooking streams. It was a very public relationship. And everybody loved them. They were like, oh, they're so cute together. And you know, they were. And I'm using past tense because it recently came out that they broke up. Now, why am I even talking about this? Who cares? Well, it's because the reaction that everyone is having is So Dantes makes this tweet where he explains that the reason that they broke up is because he is completely dedicated to his job. That is his main priority. And then you have Laura, who is willing to take steps back in her career for their relationship, for him to be with him. He was unwilling to make these same concessions, and it made him realize that the relationship was unfair as a result. Seeing her taking steps back in her own life and career to support me, while I was unwilling and unable to do the same for her, is just something that over time took its toll on me mentally. I just came to the realization that the very foundation of what relationships are wasn't something that I was able and willing to do, and as a result, I made the decision to end things. And this is completely fair. Dantes is a very popular streamer. He's got hundreds of thousands of followers on every platform. He makes a bunch of money doing it, and is very loved by a lot of people. I mean, this dude's clips are absolutely viral. Every day, I get sucked into a rabbit hole of watching YouTube shorts of Dantes.
Isn't he in a hotel? Yeah, watch this. Help! Help! There's a man killing me! Help! In game, of course. You think I give a man? Like,
why would he give up the momentum he has right now, the career opportunities he has right now, for a girl? For literally any girl. There are all of these absolute f***ing goobers in his replies saying the most retarded shit I've ever heard in my life. Wait, you picked League over her? Are you stupid? Fumble of the year, dog. Are you breaking up with a girl who waited on you hand and foot for 9 months, all because you don't want to compromise for her? Because you want to focus on your League career? You never should have gotten into a relationship in the first place. These people are so retarded. The world is full of hot girls. Literally full of them every day. I go on Twitter, I go on Instagram, I see 15 of them, okay? Instagram shoves them down my throat, and I'm like, okay, cool. They're hot. I like the way that they look, you know? It's like, ooh, you know, I've got my makeup on. Good. That's cool. I like hot girls. Everyone loves a good goon once in a while. But these people think that the best thing to do would be to give up your successful career for a woman. I'm going full red pill Andrew Tate mode, bro. You have so many shots with beautiful women in the future. You really do. You might have one shot at your dream job, at your dream career. Why blow it? Why would you ever sacrifice your career in any way at 22 years old for a girl? You may not even like her in a few years. You're going to be very different people. And there are all of these people who are fucking coping about this. And they're all either one, men who would cut off their left foot for a drop of pussy, 2, people who are not successful and can never relate to the position he's in, or 3, women who have been dumped and are still pissy about it. This is the excuse they always give you when they really don't like you that much, by the way, or they do anything to make things work. You're really wearing your insecurity on your sleeve here. Look, sweetie, I'm sorry that your boyfriend broke up with you, okay? The point of Dantes breaking up with Laura is not because she's not enough. It's that no one is enough. No one could be because he's not ready for a relationship. I mean, he literally said it. I want to find myself before committing to you. Finds himself in another woman's vagina. Well, in case you haven't noticed, dating a woman takes a hell of a lot more commitment than the whole dine and dash type deal, okay? The pump and dump type deal. These are very different things. Being in a relationship is more than sex. It's emotional reassurance. It's being there for that person at all times. And often what one person will expect is that the other will sacrifice their professional career for them, even in a small way. And if that's not what Dantes wants to do, why are you people so fucking angry at him over it? I mean, you're really showing your insecurity here. If for Laura to be happy, she needed more from him, and he was not willing to give her that, why would they not break up? That's the natural conclusion. That's literally what needs to happen. And then there are all of these fuckers on Twitter who are like, bro really dumped her for League, skull emoji. All of you people would literally shove a life-size statue of Joe Biden up your ass permanently for one shot with this girl. You are pathetic. You are losers. You suck. You are, in the most literal definition, you're a fucking simp. Literally all of you are crazy. And you can think about it like, oh my god, she's so hot. I'm gonna goon. Shut up. You are all losers, all of you. I'm spurging. I'm tard raging right now at you because you're all fucking idiots. Bro broke up with his GF to do this for 9 hours a day. Okay, I mean, this one was pretty funny. But some of them are actually brain dead. Like, these people's brain cells are leaking out of their ears. I'm watching it happen in real time. Be man-child. Finally get girlfriend. She's willing to support your man-child lifestyle by taking care of you. Feel guilty about the effort she puts into taking care of you. Break up instead of trying to change. Question marks? I mean, you can call him a man-child. I mean, he does play League. He's kind of a man-child. But he's also a man-child who is grinded to make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year playing video games for a living. This guy is making absurd money. This is the dream of most Zoomers, to be an e-celeb. If he feels like she is taking away from that, or that the relationship is not working because he's more dedicated to his job than anything else, why would he be with her? Literally, what is the reason? He literally made the most mature decision he possibly could. Instead of stringing her along in a scenario where she always wants more and he's always unwilling to give it to her, he broke up with her. And now she can go and find someone else who can do what she wants, who can sacrifice their career for her. Maybe doesn't have that intense of a career in the first place and is willing to make those concessions, and they can live happily ever after. Someone who's willing to put in the time, the energy, and the commitment that she wants, that Dantes was unwilling to give, which is why they broke up, which makes perfect sense. He didn't want to change. He did her a favor by not letting her waste time, when he's just going to build resentment for her sacrificing things and carry the relationship out of love for that man. Okay, but it's not that hard to change in this situation. That's my thing. Like, he could have changed so easily. What the do you know about it? What do you mean it's so easy to change? You mean he could make less money, be less famous, and have less career opportunities? Oh yeah, really good idea. Let's all encourage a 22-year-old at the top of his game to watch his opportunities and his life energy pass by so he can date a girl who is apparently unhappy with how things are and will be better off without him. Great idea, man. You will never be successful.
I felt like I wasn't getting hugged enough, like physical romance, like having hugs and getting hugs, or like good morning kisses. And it was weird to me because I would always get them. Like, before he would go to the gym, he would always like wait, give me a good morning kiss, and then go. And I was, because of jet lag, I was awake, but I would not like turn around just to see what he would do, and he wouldn't do it anymore. So I was feeling a bit off. Or he would just go to bed after stream without asking me if I want to come with me, because for people that watch me a bit longer, they know that sometimes Dantes would come to me and be like, yo Laura, like, how long do you stream so we can do something? And he didn't do that, so I was feeling a bit off. So then yesterday I am super crazy. I have super crazy outbursts. I scratch my arms open, I bang my head against the door, I make the most psycho thing ever, but yeah, he like accepted me for who I was. I
mean, I feel bad for this girl, you know. I can imagine she's going through a rough time, so that does suck. But wow, scratching your arms and banging your head against the wall, I can't imagine why being in a relationship with this person would be hard at all. It's super ridiculous and shocking, actually. Like wow. Imagine that, guys. He blew it. He wasted his opportunity.
I think right now I would prefer, I would say no, I would not get back together with him, but I'm really emotional, so if he comes back, I don't know, maybe I'm still at a point where I'm too deeply in love with him, and then I do the same mistake over again, but it's okay. We're just humans. Everyone does mistakes, don't they?
Overall, I do think neither of these people should have made it a super public thing. I guess with these streamers, that's just like the thing to do. You make your relationships public when it's good, and then when the breakup is bad, that also is made public. But there are all these insanely insecure women projecting their personal problems onto this as if they are in the relationship. I don't think that women who do OnlyFans are evil inherently, but a lot of the chicks mad about this do have an OnlyFans, and I don't think it's a secret that a lot of OF girls are mentally unstable, and you know, that's part of why they do what they do, and being in a relationship with them is very tumultuous. So this seems like, you know, I'm not going to speculate too much on the relationship here. Laura says that Dantes accepted her for who she was. I'm going to trust her judgment of that, but all I'm saying is, like, the idea that this guy fumbled, he fumbled her. It's like, bro, there's so many girls out there. There really are. There's a sea of them, and this applies for girls too. There's so many men out there. Okay, don't waste your career for some fucking individual. And then you got this tweet. This is like the greatest post in all history, time, everything. Dantes blew this bitch out. So this girl tweets, actually, this is all I'm gonna post from 2022 because it aged like fine wine. Dude hasn't changed one bit with his manipulation tactics. And there's a message here from Dante saying, I'm someone who's meant to be all alone, that's all. I can't help the way my mind is, and I'm not at the point yet where I can overcome it. You deserve and will find someone better. That person just can't be me. I never said I wouldn't, only that I'd try not to. If it makes you feel better, this is the way it always ends. My mind always gets the better of me. So that's, first of all, not manipulative. If anything, this just shows that he's been extremely consistent about this policy where, you know, he wants to get in a relationship. He likes girls, but when he's with them, he realizes, you know what? I'm not really, you know, doing the best for her. I'm not the best thing for her. She would be happier with someone else, and that's a completely fair take. But this girl posted this because she was talking to Dantes at one time, and she felt like she had a right to go and leak this DM from their personal interaction. This girl also is posting on the timeline, 304 posting on the timeline, let it be known. I mean, you just look at this, it's like, no wonder a successful, jacked guy didn't think the best thing for him would be to be with you. No wonder. But Dantes left the most epic reply of all time in all of Twitter history to this post. It's awesome. Didn't feel like giving you attention, but might as well since you're gonna try starting shit. The reason I stopped talking to you because you were and still are quite literally a horrible person. You lied to me multiple times over the course of the month that we were talking, pursued a relationship with me as well as multiple others at the same time, not to mention the fact that you had Discord alt accounts that you would log into in order to appear offline so you could tell other men the same things you were telling me. When I told you that I didn't want us to maintain contact, you were the one pushing for a meetup that I declined. Let's also not forget that you later, when I called things off, sent multiple of your friends over the course of months to talk to me, try to develop an emotional attachment with me, and later fuck me over since you wanted nothing more than to see me emotionally ruined. I wouldn't even be this mad if it weren't for the fact that you're sitting here also trying to insinuate that I was some kind of cheater. Before dating Laura, yes, I would talk to multiple people at a time. I would never promise dating or exclusivity to them, barring several that I did have serious intentions with, but then other factors came up that forced me to end things. However, when exclusivity was promised, it was maintained. In part, the reason why is because for many years, I would surround myself with creature rodents like you that had developed so many trust issues that I couldn't fathom anyone would want me and me alone. Now, since you wanted to make things personal, I'll make them personal. Listen here and listen well. You are a disgusting, and it would do you well to keep my name out of your mouth when the only reason it even comes up is because you're still livid that you couldn't screw me over the way you tried to with countless other men. Destroyed! You're nothing! You're nothing! You're nothing! He got you. He got you in 4K, caught in 8K, caught in 28K. You're destroyed. You're nothing. And no wonder Dantes didn't want to be with you, okay? Listen. Dantes, I don't know everything about him, but what I will say is that no one should be with you. You're destroyed. You're nothing. This is kind of unrelated, but apparently Laura had a tattoo of his name. Bruh. I mean, this is just a disaster. There are literally like 3 people on Twitter who have had good takes on all of this, and everyone else is an insufferable loser who should never be listened to again. You people will never be challenger. You are all iron losers. You are all nothing. Is that how League works? I don't really know, but I looked up the best and worst rank, so yeah. Goodbye.